I'll give you guys a little bit of um I'll give you guys a little bit history of me, and in case you don't know, I started my career as a makeup artist. I think my full-time job, my first job was probably in 2016. And I went on to doing music videos. I did a lot of music videos. I worked with a lot of artists because at the time that was the biggest place you could get money. You could do multiple music videos. You can make 30K, 40K per day. You can do like five, you can do like six, in a week. And that was a good income at the time. So, and then I saw, do you guys hear this noise? There's a noise. Do you guys hear it? From my end. Hello? No one can hear the noise? Okay, so we're good then.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. So there's a loud noise here. I can hear it myself, but if you guys can't hear it, it's fine. So then I started. What did I do next? I saw an advert for Mud at the time for makeup artists, and I was like, okay, what else can I do? Like I've been leveraging makeup from my own view. What if I join the company and see what they can do, what they can teach me? I got a proper. I went to a school to learn makeup, but I was like, okay, this one has international standard. At the time as well, I was saving to learn from House of Tara or something. I was saving for they had this diploma course, thing like that. So I was like saving for it. But when I saw this brand, I was like House of Tara Mod, international brand. I should interview there. I interviewed and I got the job. I literally worked with them for like a year or so. Then I went to uni, came back, and went full time into makeup. And in 2016 or 18, 2016, I made my first investment into Nuban Beauty, and we became partners at Nuban Beauty. And in 2019, I had done all the master classes, done everything, toured around Africa and Nigeria. And I just kept asking myself, what next? What next can I do for myself? What more can I become? What more can I become? Is this going to be who I am at the end of the day? Just a makeup artist, a beauty artist. I love the idea of being a beauty artist. I love the idea of connecting with women, but I saw that I had connected with women all over the world that could now benefit from like any other thing that I introduced to them. And I thought, oh, okay, now we have Nuban, we have services. I said, okay, maybe I should learn semi-permanent makeup. I did that. I was like, it is satisfying, yes. I'm still meeting all of these women, yes. So how do I leverage off never, if I said I do not want to work anymore, if I don't want to physically be present with any art person to make money, what can I do? So that was where the drive for like, oh, I need to start up something that takes me away from meeting people. Like, I love to meet people, yes, but I'm not a very I just like to be on my own type of girl. That's like my best moments are when I'm in my house, drinking a glass of wine, having a good meal. Maybe a friend is over. Those are my best moments. Not really interacting with people that I really don't care about. So I thought, how do I communicate all of my energies, all of my thoughts into products that can serve people? I can still communicate with people through products, but I don't have to physically be there. So I started Lux Braids. From Lux Braids, I invested in my younger brother's business idea and I started Peach House. And now we're into another business. And now someone will ask me, why introduce so many more products? Like, why are you doing all of this? Now, one of the things I said is, I remember when I started Nuban Beauty, the main drive was I wanted to be the middleman. I wanted to cut out between someone who goes to China or goes to Europe, produces products, as their profit. The factory will add their profit, the person add their profit, then the distributor or marketer who buys it from them to Nigeria will add their profit, and then I will be the last person to buy, which makes the product 15 to 50%, sometimes higher than what the original cost of the product would be. And I'm like, well, in an economy where we do not have large scale of income, how can I help? How can I communicate to girls like me to save more money? So what I did was I want to break the chain between the person who is buying it from their factory to America to wholesalers to retailers sometimes, and then retailers to me. How can I cut that chain? So I've done that with all of my businesses. With hair, I'm saying Nigeria braid hair. Braiding is affordable. Braiding is us. Braiding is who we are. How do I introduce a business where I can love myself for braids? Whenever I there's your origin cannot be misinterpreted. But when you wear a wig, they can think you are somewhere from country to represent things that represented me and like women. So I said, okay, let's create Lux Braid. Lux Braid has gone to creating, we are now the big among the small hair brands around Nigeria. Between Aya Hair, between Mia Mia Hair, and the likes that we have when it comes to hair. And our sales has gone from like maybe I think the first month we sold like I think maybe 450K to making multiple 7 digits now every month. So it was always I want to cut the meaning. I want to be affordable for Nigerians. I want to make it affordable for any woman that I know. So I now have the girls who are my makeup clients now do hair with me. The same girls who are my makeup clients are the same girls who are doing microblading with me. The same girls who are doing hair with me are the same girls who are doing microblading, doing makeup. From there, I said, okay, how do I get across to men too? I have access to a lot of guys. I live in Lagos. I'm a city girl. I know so many guys. I can walk into a room and I'll say hello, hello, hello to so many guys. What can I do to serve these people? Right. And also when I do businesses, most of the businesses I've done have started from me not having access to those things. I've not done a business because someone else said they were doing business and I joined them. I've not done a business because I saw someone doing it and I did. No, I've done it because of them. And I thought, if I need them, I have access to traveling out of the country. I have access to shopping anywhere in the world. I have dollar card. I have access to these things. And I am lacking these things in Nigeria. I know that so many girls like me are lacking the same thing. I for them so that we all have access to it. For example, I don't remember the last time I bought braids from anybody. I don't remember if I've ever paid anyone for makeup, microblading. There's some things that I now have it in abundance. And I want women like me to have access to those things as well. When we started picking basic clothes in Nigeria, I'm a denim girl. 70% of the time I have denim on. We don't find clothing in Nigeria. You want to buy a basic suit, you want to buy basic tops. Like it's so hard to find them, and when we find them, we're paying again times 2 or 70 or 50 higher than what we're supposed to introduce products like that will serve people like me. And I said, okay, to fashion, let's try there. For me, it's always jokes. For my businesses, I always start them as a joke. There's no business plan mapped out. There's no structure, this one. There's no big company anywhere. No, I just start with, see what it looks like. Let's try our samples and let's wing it. Coming from where I'm coming from, I do not have there's no, anything that you look up to. You just look at yourself and then you move, So I started Pitch House from there. And, I remember my first pop-up, we made 11 million on the first day that people ever saw my product. And I was like, holy shit, this is where I could be tapping in from. All my years doing makeup, I never made 11 million naira in a month, let alone making it in a day. So I'm thinking, these are ways that so many girls like us have dreams. So many women have dreams, have goals, but we're afraid of being stereotyped into jack of all trade. We are stereotyped into only you want to do everything. I've heard people say words like that to me. Only you want to do everything. Only you here, only you there. But now what I get is congratulations, you are badass, because they see that you did one, is thriving. Once that one sets off, you can think of something else. Once it sets up, you can think of something else. And that's because humans are intertwined. We all need the same things. We all need hair. We all need makeup. We all need microblading. We all need services. We all need lashes. We all need this. We are all intertwined. As much as I try not to do things that are not really within like my vision, and somehow I feel like God just guides me through everything, because every time I've done something, it's all in alignment to my purpose. I've never done anything that felt like it's not in my alignment. It's always driving me to the same direction that I want to go to. So I started Babe Luxury, which is a new bag we just started officially. It started from I wanted to buy bags. My birthday was coming. I need to gift myself something. And I'm Googling all the bags, 5 million, 6 million, 10 million, 8 million, 5 million. It's like, what am I going to spend this huge amount of money on bags? And the bags, I have them in my house. And then if you put them inside, they still grow mold, they still tear, they still spoil. Why am I spending too much money? And how many girls can afford 6 million naira handbags? How many? Even if you're in business like me, even if you have multiple streams of income like me, it is still a stretch to buy 6 million naira bag in this economy. There's so much more you can do with that money. So I thought, why do we have to suffer like this? So what about if I started a bag business? What if I see if I can find a factory that can make designs for me and I can sell to girls like me? And I said, okay, I went on, it took me like 1 week, I prayed about it. And then I searched and searched. I found so many factories all over the world. I have factories in India, I have factories in China, I have factories in Korea, like different people. And then I ordered a couple of samples and said, show me, show me, show me. And when I got them, I was like, what? These are bags that I can carry. So if I can carry them, I can sell it to women. This is how most of the businesses that I have started, come about. It's not like, oh, there was like someone you were watching, but let's not divert. Now, one of the key things is I have never stopped using social media to sell my business, to sell my market. I feel like I'm not as aggressive as I should be, but it's also because I'm not young anymore. I've been on social media for so long. I'm more focused on so many things. I realize I'm not young. I'm just like, so a young girl. I mean, like, body, Um, but I leveraged on social media to the point that everyone who knows me now knows that this is what she does. If I meet somebody you don't know about me, I'm going to tell you, go here. This is where you can find things about me. There's so many of us in business where we don't leverage on social media. We are too shy to move. I know I'm digressing from the conversation, but if you're able to listen to the conversations that I'm having, when you put it into play and put social media into play, every other thing you have here will be resolved. How do you move your business to the next level will be resolved, because as you push on social media, you get opportunities come your way. You have new ideas, your words are being heard. You're more taken serious. You're taking more seriously, your businesses are selling and scaling. And I can have all of these ideas and I don't have cash to do them. And I'm going to fail. I'm going to go to begging one customer to the other, one client, or sending people, what are they called? For them to help sponsor your event or your business, and they are not able to sponsor. So makeup, while leveraging on social media, as I'm creating microblading content, if I make 10 million, I say, where do I put this money? I'm not going to use it to buy a car. I have a decent car. I live in a comfortable apartment. So where do I put this money? Instead of using it to buy nonsense, travel, or do stupid things, what can I do with this money to create more income? I also read a book when I was much younger, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that shaped a lot of the things that I know as a person right now. I read it when I was maybe 15, 16. So it talks about how you can grow your money and multiply your money. These things about making money work for you. Those are the things that if I ever make 100 million, I'm going to make that 100 million work for me. I'm never going to go back into needing 100 million again. Even if I do, it will be to put it in the same business again. So I learned how to grow my money, which is what I am doing basically. I'm just waking up every day and saying, I have 30 million. What do I do with it? Let me multiply it. Because if it's just makeup, money will just keep piling up, and there's nothing you can do with it. But if you have makeup coming, have microblading coming, and you have another business somewhere else, and you can put those money coming in into something else, those things start to multiply the income that you have. Then your makeup business or whatever business you have that is your primary business would then breathe a little bit because you are not fully dependent on it now. Then you have room to now say, okay, I want to do a free masterclass, for example. I want to teach people things. I want to do this and do that. But if you have just one source of income, all your strains, all your pressure is on that business and you struggle with it. So what I'm basically doing is just multiplying my money. If I have 5,000, how do I make it 10? How do I make it 7? How do I make it 8? How do I make it 9? And those are the ways that I've been building, myself and my business and things like that. Another conversation I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you guys are listening to me. Am I here? Can you guys hear me? I can only see one
Yeah,
person.
we are listening.
Okay. So these are the ways that I have, from my own place, just been. Can you guys hear me still? You're building my business, and this is what I've been doing so far. The topic again, I feel like I keep going back and forth out of the topic, but I just wanted to mention that it's very important as beauty influencers, beauty owners, to leverage your social media, use it to make it work for you. And there are people who have done it. There's so many people who have done it. The beauty industry is booming. It's so big. It's so big. Someone asked me one day, why do you guys charge so much for makeup? Why do you guys charge so much for makeup? And I said, because we people are paying for happiness. That was the answer I gave the guy. It is happiness they are paying for. If you see anyone wearing makeup and they are crying, they are constantly trying to stop the tears from flowing down. You can't see anybody wearing makeup and they are, and they let themselves weep. No. Once there's makeup on, even if it's your husband that died, it's better you go and wipe the makeup off and then come and cry your cry properly. You not see them wear it. So once you also put makeup on, you see that you build confidence for that woman. So how else can I sell happiness to people? Can I enhance their brows? How else can I sell happiness to people? If you need handbags, can I sell to you? Can you find quality products around my office? If you need quality makeup products that are affordable, how can I make you happy? And I also apply this in my services. I have a salon business now where I tell my staff, if you make one customer, you just made money. That's just one client. We just made money. If you want a customer, the customer needs to come back one time. You need to come back 2 times. You need to come back 3 times. If they're not able to come back, that is not a customer. And we did not successfully render a good service to that person. So most of my goals is, if I do your makeup today, you will come back again. If I do your hair today, you will come back. My goal is to make you come back. I don't care what I have to do. But my first ultimate goal is that you have to come back. That way I can guarantee myself a family. That way I can guarantee myself returning income. And that way I can say, now I am in business. Right? If you had a shop and someone comes, is every time you need new customers for your shop, you cannot thrive. Your business cannot succeed. It is every time you are expecting new customers. What makes business thrive is recurring customers, not the new ones. Over time, you can then push for new customers so that those customers can be reoccurring. So that if you have 3 reoccurring customers, you can now have 6 reoccurring customers and you're able to serve them. Then you move again to the next stage. How can I get 9 reoccurring customers? And then you move and move and move. So the ultimate goal is, how can I get the people that I have now that know me and know my businesses, that are supporting me, to keep supporting me from now till another 5 years' time, to keep supporting me from now to another 10 years' time? Or if I introduce another product, are they going to buy? Do they trust me enough to say, if Jane did makeup and it was good, Jane did microblading, it was good, Jane did makeup, it was good. If I say I'm doing hair and I try her hair, it was good. So when they think of you, they think of someone who produces something quality that they can trust. Do you understand? So these are some of these things you can apply in all of every other thing that you're doing, even if you're in the banking sector, you're in finance, you're starting up your own makeup business, even if it's delivery, even if it's just a delivery bike you want to have, even if it's Uber you want to have, there's some Uber guys that will drive you like this. You'll be in their car, you will take their number and say, when next I have to go somewhere like this, I will call you, because they gave you good service, you had a good experience and things like that. You know what I mean? So it's like that. You want to apply this tactics to your business. If you buy a product from me, if I serve you personally, there's anything that makes you not buy is because you don't have money and you don't need it. If I serve anybody and they don't come back or they don't buy from me, it's either they don't need it. But if you need it and you have money, you cannot buy somewhere else. You must buy it from me. And the chance that you will come back is 100%. This noise is loud. You guys are not hearing this noise.
We can hear it.
Okay. I can't even hear myself speaking. That's how bad it's cool. You have to make sure that on social media, your business, who you are, is seen and remembered. I was at an exhibition yesterday and I went to Tokyo Makiwa's store, and her store was filled up. Now, it was filled up because it was Tokyo Makiwa's store. The products there were like 180 something, 200 and something thousand. So nobody comes to makeup fairs or beauty exhibitions to come and buy perfume of 200 and something thousand naira, right? They come with 50K, 70K, 60K. But because they know that it's Tokyo Makiwa that is going to be there, I will see her. She's leveraging her fame to introduce products to her brand. So if you say I'm a makeup artist and nobody will see me, oh, my personality is not that great. My personality is very awkward. I'm a very awkward person. I don't know how to make friends. I rather just be on my phone, be in my own zone, think, sleep in my house. That's my personality. But when it comes to bringing my business out, whatever vision I have in my head, I'm projecting it immediately. I don't want it to die. I don't even want to rub it off people. Now, when I have new ideas, I don't share it to people. I just execute it, plan it. If I make the mistake, let me fail my own. Let me fail. If I have friends that I can trust around my corner, I will tell them, this is my idea. What do you think about it? And you notice that most of the time people tell you, you're doing so much already. You don't want to do this to yourself. You're doing so much already. This is too much. Maybe you should take a pause. You're doing so much already. But if you have friends who want to be like you, who admire what you do and are like you, then you see that they fuel your knowledge, they inspire you, they push you, they encourage you. So it's very tricky to just communicate your ideas to anybody. I'm trying not to deviate so we don't go into full conversation. I know me, I'm a talker. I know how to say all the nice things. Maybe if anyone has a question, someone can ask me. Maybe that would also help us with like articulating my words and saying the right things. So if you have a question, you can ask, and
we have some questions actually. Like I wrote some questions down just to also guide the conversation. I didn't know you were going to come with your full armor like this. I am so sorry. I wrote some questions. So at any point, if you want to pause, we can sneak in some questions. And you guys, you can start dropping questions in the comments section.
Yeah, we can do a question now. I think that would work.
Okay, so I think my major question is, how do you fight? Well, you already kind of answered it, but just again, how do you fight the there's this mindset, like you're already jack of all trades mindset. Like, how do you tell yourself I'm not doing too much? Because sometimes it's not even people that are telling you. I feel like a lot of people is themselves that are saying,
I'm doing too much. I know that I'm doing too much. I know.
So you're doing too much. Because I
Yes.
was also like, when you were like, oh, makeup artist, I was like, I didn't even bring you here for makeup per se. Like, I think I needed people to see that it's okay for them not to be in one place forever. I have friends in corporate organizations that they'll tell you, oh, I moved to another department. Like, I'm like, you moved to another department 2 years ago. Like, yeah. I'm trying out oil and gas now. Or I'm trying out. So I'm like, why do makeup artists feel like they should try nothing else? Like, oh, if I learn hairstyling, oh, I might not betray my first love. Do you understand? Like, so that was one of the reasons why I brought you here, because you're the person that I'm always looking at, like, oh my God, Jane is doing a lot. And she's doing it so well. So yeah.
One of my biggest inspiration is that if I don't do it, someone else will do it, right? Like I said, I've never done any business that I didn't need. And I agree that I'm doing a lot. I agree. This morning I had an anxiety, and I've had a friend that just told me, you can do this. Go focus on this one, focus on that one. Go ahead, do what you got to do. And I know in my head that I can do it too, but I just need someone to just ginger me, say, don't worry about it, bitch, go ahead. So I'm doing too much, and it's okay to do too much. It's okay to try new things. We are expected as women to be limited a lot. You tell yourself you're doing too much. Plus, I don't have a child, I don't have a husband. So this is my time to pick. This is my time to do everything I can do before you step. Maybe if I had a child now, my child would have come here to distract me. Mommy. Like, this is my time to do anything I want to do, make mistakes. I always tell my younger brothers, like, if I didn't start early, maybe it's by now I'll be figuring out, maybe I want to be a makeup artist. What do I want to do in my life? I've had time to make mistakes. I've had time to make errors and say it didn't work out. I used to be a makeup artist. I could be anybody I want to be now, you know? I can wake up and say I want to paint my house. Our brains, we've not occupied it at all. We've not done anything with our brain. We've probably working on maybe 3 or 10% of what our brain can achieve. So we've not used it at all. I'm not using a small thing as everything as stressing. What's stressing you? You drive from one Lekki to what stress? There's no stress. You know, we just limit our mind and body. We do it a lot, especially women. We do it a lot, and also expecting that at some point in your life, someone is going to take care of you. Someone is going to start doing things for you. Also helps you to limit yourself as a young person. You know, I lost my dad when I was 20, and I was in my final year in school. I had to pick myself up to pay my school fees. Like, nothing you're telling me. At 20, I was already paying my school fees. At 20, I was already paying rent at home. So what are you telling me? What's the limitation I'm going to experience? I wasn't waiting for anyone to save me. You know, I'm in a place where if I tell you to do something, you don't do it. I can do it myself. You know, so my brain has no limitations. There's nothing I want to do that I cannot do. If I say I want to go, the only thing that has limitation is what has to do with other human beings. You cannot set a goal for when you want to marry. You cannot set a goal for when you fall in love, get engaged. You can't set a goal for those things because it involves another human being. But what I can do, if I say I need to work out, I need to get 6 packs, I need to eat healthy, those are things that are within my limitations. I can do them myself. So there is no limitations for me. If I want to go to do this in pop-up, I want to do this, I want to launch this, I want to do that, there could be delays, but it cannot be stopped because my mind is set to no limit. You know, there's a thing where I tell my staff in my office that there's nothing like a no. You have to try it first before you say no. If you tell me the customer walks in and says, I want to do this thing, and you say it's not possible, you've offended me. So you have to say, okay, let's try it. I've not done it before, but let me see if I can do it now. Show me a video. Should we learn somewhere how to do it? We must find ways to achieve it. We must find ways to do it. If we have tried and then the customer is not satisfied, I say, okay, I'm sorry. It seems like I cannot do it right now, but maybe later I will equip myself. So there's no limitations where I am. There's nothing like you are doing too much. I am doing enough. You know, and if a new idea comes to my head in another 2-3 years, I will jump on it. You know, as long as I don't lose myself in it, I don't lose my sleep in it, I don't lose my peace of mind in it, I don't have to eat into another person's pocket. And one of the best things for me is that I am not a copy of anybody. There's nobody in this world that can say Jane is copying me. They're not born you well. Because my vision does not see anybody but myself and what's ahead of me. You know, so at least I'm blessed with that because there's so many people who do things, but it's like they are copying what other people are doing. Before I launched Peach House, I thought we were going to be the only essential brand in Nigeria. It was when I launched that I started seeing that, oh, so we have streetwear. Oh, so we have this. I didn't know. So it wasn't like I went to go and do, let me look at what this person is doing. Let me do. I just wanted something and I went ahead to do it. That was my vision. That was my goal. When I started Luxury, there was Aya Hair, there was all these people, there was Mia Hair, all these guys, you know. But I was like, what can I do that is different? You know, I have the people that needs this service. I'm going to render to them. Those are my focus, my own people, not your customers. I'm not targeting your customers, I'm targeting my own customers because I know we have over 3 million people. Only you cannot serve one. 200 of us cannot serve 250 million people. Then we're not talking about people in West Africa. We're not talking about people in London. We're talking about people in the UK, America. We're talking about people in Canada. We have so many Black people around the world that can use and buy our products. So I will not be focused on your small 10,000 audience or 100,000 customers. You know, I'm not interested in that. You know, so I am not doing enough. These are the things I tell myself. You're not doing enough. You're doing just too much. You're not doing too much. You're doing just enough to be happy today, because I'm a very moment person. I'm focused on my today. If I achieve my goals every day, then I'll achieve my goals for the rest of my life. So when I wake up today, if I have a goal, we finish it today. Once we achieve it, if I don't achieve my goals every day, then I can't achieve my goals for the rest of my life. So I focus on today, what I have to do today to kill today. Tomorrow comes, I focus on that day, so that's how I've been able to prepare myself and, not assume. Then I have solid friends around me. I have solid friends that never say, don't put bad thoughts in my head. And also because I enjoy my own company, so I can do all the damage on myself. Nobody can do anything for me. No one can tell me rubbish. No one can say, if I want to destroy things, I'll destroy it. If I want to build it, I'll build it. But thankfully, my mind and body works towards building more than destruction. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Any more questions?
Answer the question. Thank you so much. And so what do you think about as you go on in business and with so much of your business? It's one of the three questions I have. Sole proprietorship or partnership? What do you lean more towards? Because you are experiencing both on so many fronts.
Yeah. From personal experience, if I talk about personal experience, I would say partnership is very good. It's very good, especially when one of the team member has what the other person doesn't have. Yes, it's very good. It's something that people should consider doing. There's nothing wrong with you and your friend opening a business and you are a makeup artist and your friend is a makeup artist. Your strength is in heavy glam and your friend's strength is in natural glam. There's nothing wrong with opening a store and you people are in the same place. There's nothing wrong with if your friend has a salon and you want to do makeup. You guys can strictly bind yourself. You do only hair, I do only makeup. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with collaborating with your friend to launch a product. If your friend is more famous than you or has more marketing skills than you, another city, and you want to leverage off into that city, you have documents too. Maybe you're in London and you have documentation, you live there, you're a citizen, and I want to do this business. Let me share money with you. Let's do it. There's nothing wrong with that. But the only thing is that everything must be documented, everything must be stated in clear writing. There's nothing like invest in getting your memorandum of understanding first. You have to get that sorted out. Once you have that sorted out, you can go into business knowing that both of you are protected in the business. In Nigeria, it's very dicey to run businesses in Nigeria because you also want to run a business from someone that is not that business that is going to survive them. If the business is going to survive the person, they will get greedy. You cannot play with money. The devil self, even the richest man in the world, if money is placed in front of him that he has never seen before, he will fall and become greedy and want it all for himself. So you need to make sure that person you're doing business with is not a hungry person. It's not greedy. Sometimes you can even check the person's personality from the beginning and think, oh, it's so sweet and sweet. People, money changes people. So make sure the person is on your own level. Don't go and bring a pauper and say, I want to start business with a pauper. The person will want to kill you for all the money. If you have someone that is on your level, you guys have the same lifestyle, you guys have the same things, you're on the same page. It's easier to run businesses with them because you know that without this business, both of us can survive. Without this business, I can go and do something else, I'll be fine. You can go do something else and you're fine. I also work with people who have mutual respect for you and you have mutual respect for them. If you look down on your business partner, that shouldn't be your business partner. If your business partner looks down on you, that shouldn't be your business partner. So I have 2 businesses I own alone and I have 2 businesses I have partnership with, and they're fine. They're going well. Nothing is, shaking in that aspect. So making sure you have partners that both of you are in alignment with your goals. Both of you are bringing different things to the table, And if for any point you start a business and the other angle is not serving you, you can always disconnect. You can always start. You can always sell out your shares. You can start again. If you are young, you can always start again. You can always start again. There's nothing stopping you from starting again. You can always start again. If you've lost it all, you can start again. If you move to a new city, you can start again. Like, you can start again. So don't ever tell yourself, oh, I've invested so much here. If I leave, no, you can always start again. So make sure that you have that in your mind that, if I failed at this one, I can start something again. If I fail at this one, I can start something again. You can always start again.
And
it
also,
definitely
Jane,
can.
what's like a misconception that you think people have about people like you, like that have multiple brands, like multiple brand CEOs? What's one thing that people say and you're like, this thing is a lie, like it's so not true?
No, I've never heard that they have misconception of people doing business. It's the business in the business scene, you're usually more respected. So it's not like there's a misconception. If there's any misconception, it's even misconception from your personal life, marriage, men, and things like that. Say, this girl cannot marry this girl, cannot hold that down. This one has seen too much money, can't tell her anything. Those are the places where we get misconception or something. But personally, work-wise, I lose some friends, which is fine. I lose some friends, which is fine. I don't even need friends. I was raised to be like a solid person by myself. I just have my family. My sister is my best friend, and I have a couple of close friends that are like my backbone. If I need anything, I go to them. I have some mentors as well. I have some people in some positions that I can leverage off their position in banking industry, lawyers, different industries. I have people that I can leverage off of, to, back me up in anything. But I don't have to say, I feel like the only thing would be that you have to prove yourself that, anything you're doing it for the right reasons, and let people see it. Let the people who experience it. Let the ones who are talking negative or saying nonsense, let them continue saying what you're saying. But what I know is that your haters eventually become your fans at the end of the day. Your haters become your fans at the end of the day.
Your
So
haters will always become your
yeah,
fans.
yes. If you keep yourself, if you keep doing what you're doing well, one day, in Igbo, they say, someone who says bad thing about you, one day they will sleep and say something good, So that's what I focus on. Like, if you say you don't like my makeup, you like my hair. Before you know it, if you see yourself sending others. So I saw this thing, I want to buy. You go and buy it on the low, buy it and go. I will never, one day I'll say, hey, you said they buy my hair. You don't like me, I'll be continue. I mean, I don't, because also I don't keep my ears down to a lot of negative conversations. I don't join rooms where they gossip. I don't join rooms where they talk bad about people. I'm not in that clique at all. Not even in beauty industry, not in any industry have I had a clique of people where they talk bad or gossip or you feel, I've never done that. But I know that the way you position yourself is the way people will treat you. So if you carry people nice, treat them nice, they will also treat you nice. Anyone who treats you nasty is a terrible person, and that's not on you.
That's amazing. We've learned a lot. And because of your time, we talked about time. Just one last question. What innovations are you like most excited about presently in the beauty industry? Like what is coming up now that's like, oh wow, this is new and this is exciting.
Hmm. Yeah, beauty industry. I feel like we are at a phase where the question is what next.
Like it's like a pinnacle. Like there's like, okay, we've done master classes, we're everywhere, we have exportable talents, people are traveling, our products are everywhere. Yeah, it's kind of, I get you.
So we're there. And this was why I, even as a makeup artist, I said I wanted to branch out into other things because I know that makeup makeup career, the makeup part, the service business has a cap. It has limitations to how far you can push it. The makeup industry, product sales, maybe not, but like the service business has a cap. There's only a far distance you can go and it will stop. You can monitor let's look at the biggest brands in Nigeria. Let's say how much is the most booked people right now. I really care. Let's say there's a way we can cap how much I really care makes a month, and it cannot pass that. Maybe to pass it like 5 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, but it cannot exceed that amount. There's a cap to how much money you can make in the service industry. So I have billionaire goals. I want to become a billionaire. So I'm thinking, am I going to paint faces for the rest of my life and become a billionaire? It's not possible. If you open studio in London, you have your makeup artists diverting your money. If you open studio in Abuja, you have them diverting your money. Once they become big, because of how the business is structured, they leave. So there's a cap to it. But if you're doing products, if you're doing any other thing that you can sit in your house and export 2 million, 1,000 pieces of your product and make money just in your comfort, without having to interact with all of these people. So what was the question again? Maybe I've forgotten.
One thing that is exciting you about the beauty industry?
Yes. So yeah, like I said, there's really nothing at the moment. Everyone is eyeshadow. Everyone has done it all. Microblading. Everyone is now doing microblading. All the makeup artists. I check. Oh, microblading artists. Oh, lash artists. Everyone is doing everything now. So we are also in a phase in the economy where a lot of people are afraid. So it's not just us. It's not just creative. Even in the banking industries, every sector, medical sectors, everywhere, everybody is at a point where they cannot, it's almost like you cannot move to the next level because there's no room for you to move there. There are government agencies restricting you. There's cost of living restricting you. There's so many things. If the way the beauty industry was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago, 2018, 2019, if the industry was like that and we were here, we would have had top exhibitions in the US. Nigerian brands would have been in different brands around the world. Maybe Amazon will be everywhere because we were moving at a high pace at the time. But COVID came, recession came, bad government came, everything you were making. If you were making 50,000 in 2019 and you're making 150 now, you're making less than you were making in 2019. So you're making less. So the industry is not allowing us to spread our wings yet. Just this season. I see that in another season, we will have different things. We have our brands go more global. We have, more authentic production. One of the brands that I'm more excited for in Nigeria, apart from mine, is my sister's brand, TM Essentials. TM Essentials Skin has the potential to blow up and become an international sensation. But again, we do not have support system in Nigeria where she's making iconic, innovative products that, everyone around that is not available around the world. Do you understand? Like she has some products that it's only TM that has this product. So she has so much innovative product that can scale. If we're in an industry where we have good buying power or an economy where we have stable buying power, we have stable government, we have things that can propel us to move. Exportation is still a problem in Nigeria. Someone wants to buy a product in America, they're paying more than they bought the products to ship it. So we struggle with how can we scale? Now, the makeup industry is not saturated. There's so many people doing makeup line now. So many people. When we started, if you introduced a new product, it was like, oh my God, what is that? That was new. That was something nobody has in the system. But now, if you introduce something, everybody has concealer. Everybody has foundation. Everybody has powder. Everybody has this. Everybody has that, and they are not putting effort in the production. Nothing is different from what everybody is doing. You create powder pack. Everybody's doing the same eyeshadow compact. Everybody's doing the same blush line. Everybody's doing the same concealer shades. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everyone's just copying and pasting. There's nothing innovative. We can count only a few brands that if you use their product, is nothing close to what any other brand has. We can count them. We know the brands. You know what I mean? But there are other saturated brands now who are doing cheap. It's almost like our industry is going back to 2013, 2014, where you could go to Lagos Island and buy makeup products. We're now commonizing makeup products to be that now. There's so much work that needs to be done in that aspect, but my mind is onto other things now, so I'm really focused on that.
Okay, no, you're a fashion girly these days. We know you. You're a fashion CEO. Okay, so just guys, you can type your questions, but let's just do like a quick game, just an icebreaker so that Jane can catch her breath. So, Tommy, be our timer, just about 20 seconds, right? Jane, Davido or Wizkid?
Whiskey FC for life.
Ooh, okay. So gym or home workouts?
Gym, because you get to meet more people.
And you, especially
You do
people
more
you sell
workout.
packets too, right?
Not just that, because I don't really have a lot of people in my corner. So sometimes when I network, it feels good just to go
Yeah,
around and like meet new people. Yeah, so networking is a key essential as a business owner. You need to meet new people. So that's
that's
good.
that's true.
Bye, Rob.
Describe
Hi.
yourself in one word.
Describe myself in one word.
Yeah.
Trouble.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, like, I don't know, maybe talent, business, innovation.
Trouble.
Which one is trouble?
Trouble. Trouble. If you know me personally, you know that this girl. Yeah, but I think if you describe me in one word, it's peace.
Yeah.
That is the word that embodies or encompasses like me and my whole essential. Peace is the word. But then there's trouble in there. Trouble in there.
What year did you have your best birthday? We were talking this year, last year's birthday, but I remember there was another year like that. So what year was your best birthday?
My best birthday was my 21st birthday. I threw a rooftop party
What?
in uni, and police came to scatter our party. That was my best birthday.
Okay, we are getting the trouble part now. We are getting it. Oh my God, at 21.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was my first birthday party. It was a rooftop in my house in Cotonou. And we were
Oh,
buzzing. Yes, I went to uni there. And we
oh,
were buzzing. We were blasting music. It was past 10 p.m. We were all high on alcohol. I don't do weed or any other thing. It was just alcohol. This person was fighting with his boyfriend. You are dancing with another man. Why are you dancing? This one was doing Wahala here. It was such a blast. Before we know it, police came. Everybody was running into their houses. Parties over, parties over. It was a blast.
oh my God.
It was
Ah,
a blast.
okay, that's very, very nice. What food do you think is overrated?
Planting.
Me too. Ah, I found a partner. Okay, then what's your comfort food? What do you go to when you just need?
I like a bowl of salad or rice, or I can eat like oha soup or seafood okra. Those are
Oh,
like, yeah.
okay. All of them top rated. So solo traveling or group traveling?
Solo traveling when you know someone in the city.
Okay.
Group traveling, no.
Okay,
Oh
then the
my.
last question, then you guys can ask your questions. 5 things that you cannot leave your house without.
Um, I cannot things or activities. Okay.
Things like items.
Glass key, the house key. I don't know what else. You can't leave your house without my cards, ATM cards, and yeah, I think when you have your phone, you have everything. You can always call somebody. You can always bring some water. Water.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's water. I can't leave my house without water yet.
Okay, all right, that works. Okay, so we have a question from someone. She typed it earlier. She's asking, what is the one thing you would advise someone that wants to start their own product line? I guess this is like from the beauty industry aspect now.
Start with your passion product. What is it that they give to you in no time you can sell? Without thinking, you can sell it. You trust the product, you like it. If you're a makeup artist, what is the thing that is your biggest love when you start doing makeup? What's that thing that you do? You know, for me, blush. I cannot do makeup without. I have a huge collection of blushes. So if you give me blush, I will sell 200 of it in a twinkle, right? So you start from there. Like if it's eyeliner, find that thing in your brand that you love so much that once you put it on the makeup, your life comes you come alive as a makeup artist. If it's lip gloss, start with lip gloss. If it's eyebrow pencil, start with that. If it's glow product, start with that. If it's foundation, start with that. Whatever it is that sets your, once you do makeup, like, just like, oh my God, this makes me happy. That way you're able to talk about it, you're able to push it, you're able to sell it because people know you for that product. So now anywhere I go to, people know me for braids. Like, oh my God, Lux braids, Lux braids. People know me to have, oh, if I do makeup, my makeup is always subtle, it's always light. So those are the things that I can easily sell. If you sit on my table, say, give me clean face beat, in a blink, I will give you the cleanest beat you've ever gotten. If I do makeup on myself, it has to be clean makeup as well, So sell what you love the most. If you tell me to sell this water, I will sell this water 200 packs in a day, right? Because I love it. There's so many benefits it gives me. There's so many things that just having a bottle of water around you can do for you the rest of the day. So sell the things that you love the most. As a makeup artist, you want to start, whatever it is, if it's powder or concealer, contour, bronzer, anything that it is that you love the most, let that be your first point as a brand owner to introduce.
Okay, thank you very much, Jane. It's been amazing having you. You mentioned your new business. Guys, check out Jane's new business. You posted it yesterday night and I saw it and I was like, I want to add it as
I have an exhibition today in Echo
Motherland
and experience it. Don't buy, you just come and experience it. That's what we're asking. After you will buy. If you have your money and your card, you just drop it somewhere. Just give us. I will just give you one bag and you go home with it.
Yes, and we had it like a short quiz so that people could win prizes, and I already snuck the question in because I knew that people were not going to see that post that you made, because you even made it on your private page, I think, and I was like, people are not going to know, but you already mentioned it. So we're going to do our quiz now. Jane, do you want to still stay on and answer questions, or you'd like to go? Because I've been looking at the time and I don't want you to be late.
If there's any question, it's fine. I've canceled most of my appointments today. If there's any question, great.
Unmute your mics, come and talk to Jane of Flawless Faces by Jane, Peach House Lagos, Lux Braids, and Babe Luxury, I think.
Yeah.
And when I saw that your collection 33, I don't know what you called it. You said something 30. I knew it was like related to like your bed.
There's a question.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the question? Sorry, I can't see it. Okay, how do you do market research? That's the question. Yes.
Honestly, I studied business management in uni. I've never really done anything that was so structural. I said it before, right? I've not done anything that's so structural. Everybody just speaks English, market research, market analysis, market this, market that, all of those things. Like, do we have records of businesses in Nigeria? When you want to do research, where do you get it from? Let's be real though. Want to do market analysis? Where do you get market analysis from? Which business has structure that you can tap in from, that you can Google online and say, oh, this is the way these people have done it, this is the way these people have done that. There's nothing like that really readily available for us. In most cases, a lot of us are just doing passion-driven businesses, right? We're just doing passion-driven businesses. I like it. I can't do without it. I said, okay, let me introduce it. Even with social media these days, a lot of people are not doing market research-driven business. Everyone is just doing passion businesses. You become a little bit famous, you introduce products, you have audience, you introduce products, you find influencers that are aligned with your products and you introduce them, So when I want to do market research, again, I start with like the people in my space. Like, if I introduce a product, who will buy it? Will they really buy it? Like, most of the time, I even think I'm crazy. Like, you're mad to think you keep introducing all these products. People will buy it. Who the hell do you think you are? And then I go into the space and I'm like, okay, I just do what I know best. Why did I introduce this product? I will share with my audience. I introduced it because there is this, there's that. If you buy into my idea, you shop. If you think my idea is too flimsy, okay, no wahala. If you like it, if you want to buy, just buy. If you don't want to buy, don't buy. but I know we're selling, So really, there's nowhere we can get quantitative market research, in Africa. We are all just doing passion businesses, and maybe in the banking industry, because there are regulations and these things that are available for you to follow through because of how dicey the system is, or how, fraud and all of these things, or maybe in the medical industry. But in the beauty industry, what research are we really doing here? To be honest, what research? We're just coming in and looking at influencers, looking at which product is selling the most, which product can I do, which product do I have access to, which products can I, that's it. Or which one is selling? Everybody's selling setting spray now. Let me do my own setting spray. I remember when we launched a fixed setting spray, we only had 1 or 2 setting sprays in Nigeria. Now everybody has setting spray. Everybody has setting spray, So a lot of people are just doing passion-driven businesses. And in my opinion, passion-driven businesses are even the most successful ones if you don't lose the passion. Because once it's something you're passionate about, you wake up every day, you dream, you eat it, you talk about it, you sell it. You become the product, So those are the ones that are even thrive more. And then once you finish giving like the passion and it has started, then you now start making researches, you start innovating ways to keep putting that business in front of people over and over and over again, which is where you leverage your social media to do that. You leverage of influencers, you leverage of YouTube, you leverage of marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, you leverage of networking, creating communities for your business and for yourself. Those are the ways that you can leverage of marketing things and businesses for yourself. But really, there's no somehow thing that we can get for us in Nigeria.
I agree. I think the data is missing in Nigeria generally. Like, for example, you might even think you know what people like in Lagos, but how about Bauchi states? Like, how about Kaduna? Like, you have no idea, and it's very difficult to actually find out what is acceptable world nationwide. So someone else is asking, she said you mentioned making sure your clients return. How do you make sure? I've had clients that claim to love their makeup and promise to refer their friends and even come back, but they never did. What am I doing wrong?
You are not sure that they never did. Maybe they come back 1 year from now. Maybe they come back 2 years from now. Maybe their other customers serve them better. Maybe you need to reach out to them and say, hi, good afternoon. I had a great time doing your makeup the last time. Please do not forget that if you need to get your makeup done, we are always available. And I will give you 10% discount if you come back again. Maybe you have to make the first move. Maybe you have to sell yourself to them constantly, which is why I said you have to keep remembering them. Remind them that you are here. Remind them that your service is here. Remind them that you are available. So you can use WhatsApp to do that. You can use thank you messages every month to do that. If you can use incentives to do that. You can use social media to do that. Every morning, what are you posting to remind your customers that you're open for business? Every weekend, what do you do when they come to your space? How do you serve them? Are you more money focused or you're more focused on the service? When people ask me what's their kit between makeup and bridal and studio makeup, it's the same kit I use. It's the same service I use. There's no difference. The only thing is that you're wasting my time. One is consuming 4 to 5 hours time. One is consuming 1 hour time. So I'm just charging you for the extra time because it's the same 1 hour, 10 minutes or 1 hour, 15 minutes I was trying to do the bride. The same time I was trying to do this one. This one is paying time. It's 4 more than this one is paying. It's just the time. That's the difference. So what if you are not doing anything to get them to come back? Because it's not just they did their makeup and they gave good review. They gave good review. Oh, nice. You look at your phone and say, there was this girl that even came and loved her makeup one time. I've gotten clients just off of, you are so beautiful. I would love to do your makeup. Oh, Jane, you're too expensive. Don't worry, don't pay. Just come. They'll be ashamed to go somewhere else again and do their makeup because you did it for free for them first and they loved it. So why wouldn't they come back and give you that money to keep you in business? Do you understand? So maybe you are not marketing yourself enough to the customers. Maybe you are just focused on building customer instead of building customer relationship. You're just focused on I just did that makeup and that's it. It's makeup. She liked it now. What if she did not like your personality? What if she did not like your demeanor? What if she did not like the way you carried yourself in the space? What if she didn't like your space? What if she didn't like when you talk to her? Say, open your eyes, close it. Some of us are a bit, sometimes your face will even be telling your customer that you're irritated by what they're doing. Sometimes you sigh at them. You do this, you do that. You don't excuse them to pick calls. You don't talk. You know how I mean? Like, there's so many things that make your customer come back. Like I said, I don't care if you are richer than me, I'm richer than you, finer than me, or not finer. But if I serve you, if you don't buy, it's because you don't have money and don't need it. But if you have the two, you will buy from me. So checking yourself, checking on your customers. Then remember, just imagine if you go to a bank and your bank wishes you happy birthday. As much as they are wishing a lot of people, you just say, this one they remember me. If you should send me money, it gives you a sense of, oh, I belong to this group. So yeah, you can do that.
Yes, and I remember one time, I don't even know who I was speaking with. I think it was an event planner. She was like, oh, like Jane sent the bride was going to go with somebody else, but she had messaged Jane like a few months ago, and you sent her a reminder like, oh, like, hello, you sent an inquiry. I'm just reaching out. I think this was like 2021. I heard that thing and I was like, Jane is sending reminders. Like Jane that did 100 and something brides is sending reminders. Like, who am I not to send reminders? Like, who am I not to reach out to people that had reached out to me before and say, hi, you made inquiries. I just wanted to check with you. Have you finalized with, I'm still available for this date. Like, I think that at the end of the day, some people forget that a lot of people get carried away. They get distracted. They are very last minute people. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that it makes so much sense. When you mentioned it, you're like, oh, that you should reach out to clients and all of that and feedback as well, follow up with them and all. It makes so much sense. I think it also helps with retention of clients. Like it makes them feel like, oh, you are thinking about me. Oh, wow. Even if you save you save it especially on Instagram, there's a way down that you can save like chats on Instagram so that you can go back to it and say, oh, this person reached out, this person really wanted to book. Why is she not booking? So to conclude the sales, right? So they're already in your sales funnel. So just finish it. That's my own sense. But thank you so much, Jane. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
God
Thank
bless.
you guys for having me.
And I pray that you continue to grow in business. I hope to see you on Forbes 40 under 40. Chilling with the big, like, because you're amazing, you're inspiring, and I really appreciate you. Everybody, please say thank you to Jane. We're going to see
Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining us. I wish you all the best and well done, Vel, for what you're doing. It's such an amazing project. I've been away from this talking industry for a while now. I just focused on my business and I really find it nice when people invite me for things like this because I really get opportunities to do this again because I'm running away from you people, so people don't consume my whole time, but I love it. Coming back is always fun. And I'm still a makeup artist, so please, if you need to learn makeup, master classes or upgrade classes, come to me. I'm still very, very good at it, if I do say so myself. So yeah, love you guys and thank you for having me, yeah?
It's been amazing. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you guys should call so that we can do our this thing so you can win your prizes for today. Let's ask questions about Jane and let's see who was following and who was not following it, okay? So Ella, over to you now. Game time.
All right. Thank you, Josie. Jane, thank you so much. You are very inspiring. There's a lot that you've said that say thank you. God bless you. Okay, so for those that were here yesterday, I dropped the quiz in the comment in chat box, and you are supposed to answer. Then you answer at once. So who is ready? If you are ready, make some noise, even if it's with your emojis, but we'll take it. Okay, guys. Okay, give me a moment. Are you guys ready? In a sec. It's coming in a sec. Okay. Let's see who's going to win the first prize today. I've dropped it. Guys, I went through the chat box and everybody learned something. I saw people dropping things, like things that you picked that were just strong to you, that inspired you. You're like, yes, I love it, love the energy. Jane, I don't know if you're seeing this, but a lot of thank you so much, Jane. Thank you so much. Such a such a session. So sorry. Yes, so Forbes next. You're so beautiful. We love you. Thank you so much. It was really insightful. Love you, Jane. Thank you so much, Jane. There's a lot of love emojis, love in the eyes emojis. Thank you so much for coming. That's the summary of this. We really appreciate this. We're wishing you all the best. Okay. Okay, dear Rashida. I said
Social media is on fire. Sorry, guys. Can I go now? I'm into another realm.
Yes.
Hi, guys. Can I go? Or there's something you want me to do?
No, we are good now. But when is your birthday? Just to clarify, what date is it?
September 16th.
Okay, we have a winner. Woo-hoo!
Oh, there's a quiz about
Yeah,
me.
there's a quiz going on.
What's the other one?
Flawless Faces by Jane is the co-founder of, everybody knows that one, but I think your birthday and then one of our other business ventures include a restaurant, an interior design brand, a jewelry brand, a daily essential wear brand. So
it's a face for me.
me, I feel like you would still have interior design, Sha, because what you did with Peach House store was amazing.
No, I'm not doing no. I don't.
Okay, so the answer is C D A D. Let's see who's winning this. Kende, sorry. Teresa, sorry. Olamide, sorry. Damilola, sorry. Where's our winner? Teresa, oh, okay. Oh, no, it's Tomilayo. Oh, Tomilayo. Did you be something yesterday? All right, our winner for today's quiz is Tomilayo. You guys, yeah, celebrate.
You guys should go and follow all of Jane's pages and make sure you like her stuff. That's like one way to give back, because this is like a totally free session. So please go follow Peach House Lagos, Lux Braid, and patronize.
Okay.
So Ella.
All right. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So our first winner for, I didn't know we're supposed to answer one. So because you're not listening, you're not listening, Teresa. But yeah, thanks for participating, guys. So for the record, this gift or these prizes are courtesy of Rheevo Makeup and CPD Makeup. Okay, they've already promised us free gifts